All right, so we're diving into this credit repair guide today.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It's not about those like quick fixes or anything you see in those cheesy ads.
Right.
It's about really understanding the system,
Absolutely.
like how credit bureaus actually work, the tactics that some creditors might use,
Yeah.
and then ultimately how you can come out on top.
Exactly.
So I'm excited to unpack all this.
Yeah, me too. And it's funny.
Yeah.
The guide starts by talking about this like widespread belief that credit repair is like a myth.
Yeah.
That it doesn't really work.
Right.
And it's interesting because they point out that this idea is often kind of perpetuated by the people who actually profit from you having, a lower credit score.
Wait, hold on. So you're saying that some companies, or I guess, who even are we talking about here?
Like we're talking about
Oh, yeah.
certain lenders,
Okay.
data brokers, people like that who, they actually make more money when your credit's not so great.
So it's like they're profiting off of us
Yeah, in a way.
when we're struggling.
It's a little counterintuitive, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
No, it's true though,
Yeah.
because when your score dips,
Yeah.
it's like this secret door opens for these other lenders,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
that they can offer these like subprime loans.
Right.
And those come with crazy high interest rates.
Yeah.
Because now you're considered high risk, so...
Yeah. It is risky for them, I guess, but still.
Yeah, well, for them, it's a numbers game, right?
Right.
So they charge these higher rates,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, your data
What about it?
becomes super valuable.
Really?
Oh, yeah, they package it up, they sell it.
Wow.
Because to certain companies, that data, it screams potential profit, right?
It's like they're betting against us almost.
Kind of. It's like the
Yeah.
system, it doesn't really... Yeah.
Reward accurate reporting as much,
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, there's not as much financial incentive for them to make sure your report is like squeaky clean.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you're saying they don't really have a reason to make sure it's accurate.
It's more profitable for them if it's not.
Wow. Okay, so how common are these inaccuracies?
Oh, very.
Like, are we talking like little things or big mistakes?
The guide actually cites a study
Okay.
that found a staggering 93% of credit reports contain some sort of inaccuracy.
93%.
93%. So almost everyone listening then.
Pretty much.
It's easy to think of this as just like numbers on a page,
Yeah.
But a tiny error
Oh, absolutely.
could be the difference between getting approved for a house or not.
Exactly. Even
Yeah.
renting an apartment.
Yeah. Or like the interest rate.
Oh, for sure. It all comes back to that.
It's not just about, it being fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's our future we're talking about.
Absolutely. It's real money coming out of your pocket.
So what's the takeaway here?
Well, the guide really stresses that you are your own best advocate when it comes to this stuff.
That makes sense.
Nobody else is going to care about your credit report as much as you.
Nobody.
Nobody but us.
Right. So you got to be the one to make sure it's accurate and working for you, not against you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Working for you, not against you.
Exactly.
All right, so we got to be our own advocates. We
Yeah.
establish that.
For sure.
But how do we even start, right?
Right.
Like, it feels like we're up against this massive system.
It's intimidating, for sure.
It is. It feels that way.
Yeah, but the guide gets into that.
Okay.
It dives into these systems like OCR and eOscar.
OCR? Oscar, what are those? Like acronyms, I'm guessing?
Yeah, they are. And they act like these gatekeepers to the credit repair world.
Gatekeepers, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds kind of scary.
Well, it can be a little intimidating, yeah.
Okay.
Because you see, when you go to file like a dispute, it doesn't just go straight to a human.
It goes through these automated systems first.
Ah, I see.
OCR and eOscar, and they're basically like filters.
Okay.
They decide what gets through and what doesn't,
Okay, break it down for me.
Okay, so...
What is OCR and like how does it work?
So, OCR, it stands for Optical Character Recognition.
Okay.
Basically, it scans and analyzes like the actual dispute letters that people send.
Okay.
It's looking for keywords and patterns.
Gotcha.
But the thing is, it's all about efficiency,
Right.
Not necessarily accuracy.
So it might flag something as like frivolous or whatever.
Exactly.
Even if it's legit.
That can definitely happen.
Ugh, that's so frustrating.
It is, but there are ways around it.
Okay, tell me more.
The guide actually gives some tactics to outsmart OCR.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm ready.
So think old school. Like, remember snail mail?
Yeah.
OCR, it thrives on digital information, right?
Right.
Sending physical letters through the actual mail,
Okay.
that can be more effective than online disputes.
Really? So just like putting pen to paper
It can make a difference.
Wow. Okay.
And there's even more.
More. Okay.
They suggest handwritten letters.
Okay.
And even like deliberately misspelling words.
What?
Yeah, it sounds crazy.
Why would we do that?
Because these little quirks, they can trip up the system.
Okay.
And then it triggers a manual review.
So we're like looking for those little cracks in the system.
Exactly.
And using them to our advantage. I like it.
That's the idea.
Okay, so that's OCR. What about this?
New Oscar.
Yeah, E-Oscar. What's that one?
That's like the next level.
Okay.
It stands for Online Solution for Complete and Accurate Reporting.
Catchy.
Right. And it's the web-based system all three credit bureaus use to process disputes.
So if OCR is the gatekeeper,
yeah,
E-Oscar is like the final boss.
You could say that.
Okay.
It takes those disputes that make it past OCR,
Right.
analyzes them, and then it assigns these like 2-digit reason codes.
2-digit codes. Yeah, it's all about efficiency, you see.
So they just like sum up my whole dispute
Pretty much.
with a 2-digit code that feels very impersonal.
It is. It's not exactly personal.
Right. But the guy did say that even these really efficient systems, they have loopholes.
That's right, they do.
What about E-Oscar? What can we do there?
So one thing the guy talks about is sending multiple dispute letters.
Multiple.
Yeah, to different bureau addresses.
For the same issue.
For the same exact issue.
Interesting. So we're trying to cause a little chaos.
Well, a little strategic chaos, you could say.
I like it.
Because when they get these multiple disputes from slightly different sources,
yeah,
the odds of somebody, like, slipping up and deleting something due to confusion, they go way up.
So human error actually works in our favor here.
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow, it really does feel like we're, like, playing this game, but,
Yeah, it's a high-stakes game.
It is, with our financial future on the line.
That's right.
But at least we're, like, uncovering the rules.
You're getting it.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit more empowered now, I gotta say.
That's what we like to hear.
This is awesome. I love, like, getting into the weeds like this.
Yeah.
It's not just, surface level advice.
Mm-hmm.
We're really, like, uncovering these insider secrets.
Absolutely. And there's even more, the guide gets into those, like, really stubborn negative marks.
Yeah.
The ones that just feel impossible to get rid of.
Okay, yeah. Those are the ones that I lie awake at night thinking about.
Right.
Yeah, what did we do about those? Like, give me the good stuff.
Well, they talk about this strategy called pay to delete.
Pay to delete.
But it's important to note.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be your first move. It's like a strategic tool.
Okay, so pay to delete. Are we, like, negotiating with the creditors directly here?
Basically, yeah.
Okay, tell me more.
So you're leveraging the fact that you're willing to pay off the debt.
Okay.
But you're using that as a bargaining chip.
You offer to pay, but only if they completely remove that negative mark. And I mean completely.
So not just like bringing the balance to zero.
No.
But like it never even happened.
Exactly, like hitting the delete button.
Got it. Okay, so why is that so important?
Because your credit score, it's based on like the whole history, right?
Right.
So even if an account is at zero, the fact that it went into delinquency, it can still hurt you.
Oh, wow.
But deletion, that's a clean slate. It's like it never happened.
Okay, delete is the magic word here.
Pretty much.
Okay, but how do we get them to actually agree to that?
Well, the guide, it emphasizes that we have a lot more power than we realize.
Okay,
There are tons of consumer protection laws that we can use.
Okay.
And the guide actually provides like templates for letters.
Oh, wow.
That use these laws.
Okay, so it's like we're learning their language. The language of consumer rights.
Yeah.
We can use it to fight back.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, I like it. Give me an example.
Okay, so there's the Fair Billing Act.
Okay.
And that requires creditors to show documentation.
Okay.
If you ask for it.
Got it.
So by requesting specific documents, especially for like older debts, they might not be able to comply. And that gives you leverage.
And then what?
Well, a lot of times just the threat of legal action or complaints to, regulatory bodies, that's enough to get things removed.
Wow. So they'd rather just like give in.
Pretty much, yeah. They don't want the headache, especially for smaller debts.
It's amazing how much power we actually have.
Right.
When we know the rules.
Exactly. Knowledge is power.
It really is. And this guide has been like the key.
It's been eye-opening for sure.
It really has. I'm feeling a lot more confident, I got to say.
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, for anyone listening, we want to hear from you. Have you ever dealt with this?
Yeah, what's worked for you?
Let's keep this going. Hit us up on social media. Let us know. And until next time, remember, knowledge is power.
Especially with your credit.
Couldn't have said it better myself. See you next time.
What up, Doe? And thank you for listening and watching our new episode of Nemt for Dummies Podcast, where we bring in you insights. But today's episode was strictly about building your personal credit. Why did we drop that episode? Because I believe it's important for us as individuals and now business owners to also be working on our personal credit. Because when you're in business, sometimes when you have building business credit, you also have to have yourself as a personal guarantor. And with that being said, they use your personal credit sometimes to personally guarantee that loan if you default. So I believe this is important. I'm glad I had the opportunity to not only create a platform where it's helping people, with their personal finances, business, or whatever the case may be, but just for you to allow me to come into your homes and be able to share the information that I've developed over the years. Thank you. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. And what I want you to do right now is head over to Spotify and also Apple, and go ahead and subscribe to Nemt for Dummies. We got a lot of content coming to you in the next few weeks. We upload every week podcast episodes, and not only that, still continue to rock with us on YouTube. With that being said, peace, love, and light. I'll see you on the next one, and I'm gonna share this with you. Don't do what you can do today, tomorrow. What that means is don't procrastinate. If any of this information helped you, please go take action. I'll see you on the next one.